Okay, I think we're pointed in the correct direction. Unboxing now. I've actually done a product like this, and I'm trying it on the Hero 8 to see if this screen comes up better. As this is another one of those 15.6 portable monitors from AUZAI. Australian's Eye. Australian's Eye. I get it now. Anyway, ooh, this poor blade. See, this one, use a real knife, because I could throw this blade away. Pasta always links the knife. If there's nothing better like the knife. This blade is done, throw it away. Brand new knife. So, let's see. I haven't done any research on this. I'm just gonna pop it open like it's Christmas morning, and we're gonna, oof, I probably shouldn't drop it. But we're gonna hook it up to the laptop and make it have the goes. Oh, I love when it's packed away like some groceries. It's attached. It's very thin foam. I like that. Moving along. You get a manual. What else we got? What else we got? We've got a free bag. You can share your thoughts, experience, review the product. We get an Anker power bank, an Anker speaker, a laptop bag, which would be good for this, or some Sony headphones, even though they're IMs. Boom, do a thing. Get free stuff. We've got a screen protector. It's always nice. It's in a plastic bag. It's in a plastic bag in here. So I didn't put it on the last one because, frankly, I'm not going to use it that much. Plus, I think just like the last one, this one also comes with a cover over it. I'll put that down for a second. Let's see what else we've got in the... Hello? Oh, actually... All right, we actually have a real cleaning rag. Look at, that's a real microfiber rag, not one of those little squares. It's like, oh yeah. So that's interesting. Hold that. We've got HDMI to HDMI mini, not micro. My GoPros use micro, and it's real small. Like hilariously small. Like, how do you get that many contacts there? And I like how it's round. Look, it's flat and round in a circle, so the janks are put to a minimum. I hate it when they're back and forth and back and forth. So, put that to the side. We'll use that to hook it up to the display, except we're going to use USB-C to hook it up to the display, because all these modern monitors are one cable connectivity. So, hooking this up USB-C to my laptop should power it and give it signal, because I think 60 watts is what it'll handle. That big BenQ is supposed to run off that too, so I'm going to probably hook it up with that. We've also got a regular size USB to USB-C, which might be to power it through the HDMI, because there's no power. If it's the same as the other 15-inch, that's glued in place. You're not supposed to take that out. But interesting little thing there. I was about to fling this. Shouldn't do that. So let's unpack. Use that as a table. I love the choking hazard logo on this, by the way. By the way, today is the day I streamed Half-Life Alyx for the first time. Or played Half-Life Alyx for the first time. And I'm still a little like, is anything real? Is anything real? This is a nice, like, tough vinyl. Looks like we unfold it here. Interesting. Oh, that wraps completely around. So there's that. We gotta flip it over. There's the screen itself, which appears wider than 16 by 9. I'm not sure if I'm just hallucinating. Oh, and there's the back that comes off. So here's the screen. That's so thin. That is irresponsibly thin. It weighs like nothing. Here's the name, AUZAI. And the whole thing is magnetic. So like this bit magnetizes to the back of the monitor in that outcrop, because there's actually a section of it that's thicker. Well, I'm gonna try to make this make sense to me. So we've got power, a menu button that you push in and up and scroll up and down, a headphone out, and then you've got 3 plugs here, mini HDMI, the power only, and then both. So this is so small. I'm assuming you do this first and lay it down. And then there it's attached. Then you fold it, and fold it, It's actually that's pretty nice. That's a better cover than the last one. And this should be able to tilt. Let me think. If you do this, you go around. This is what I couldn't figure out last time. You do that, and then you have, there you go. It'll sit up. And of course, I'm stupid, and I've put the USB on the wrong side. This middle one is the one. This here. Nothing should happen until I hit the, oh. I didn't turn it on. There it is. It's on. Type-C is connected. And it's just mirroring this. So let's see if I can adjust the settings. Push in. Brightness, contrast. Brightness. Ugh. A little hard to like the button is so small and you got to push it straight in. You can't like this. So you have to get it straight in. Brightness. Oh, yeah. Oh. Let's see what the brightness will do compared to my Pantone screen. You know, it's closer than you would think it would get, but that's pretty good. So we can scroll down. I'll leave the brightness on 100, contrast at 50. Eco is on standard, game, oh, movie, photo, So standard, DRC, dynamic range control is either on or off. Leave that off. Sharpness. Default's at 2, which looks like it's where it should be. And then you can back it out. How do we back it out? Is there a button? The button, maybe the mid. Yeah, there you go. Color temperature, user, hue, saturation. 6 color, color gamut. It's actually a lot. Anything below color gamut? Nope. Color gamut is either set to native, DCI-P3, Adobe RGB, or sRGB. Wow. That's actually, like, look at the, wow. Look at native, look at the clouds, like here. And boom, you actually get so much more detail on DCI-P3. Everything but native. Fuck native. All right, we're getting out of native. Which completely eliminates the ability for you to adjust any of the other settings. But I'm fine with that. There is audio. Do we even want to try? All right, we'll try. Even though probably the company's going, no, don't try the audio. Anything but the audio. Lower this brightness down a little bit too now, because it's insane. Output, let's see. Wasabi through the V156FP. It makes sound. Actually, if I just do that volume, that's brightness. So how do I go to volume? Volume's at 50. Let's crank it. It's taking this up to the tippy top. It is no louder.
When the music's over.
I don't want to get demonetized because Pasta gets real upset when that happens. Other settings. Aspect full. FreeSync. FreeSync? This has FreeSync? Uh-oh. I turned it on. Did it break? It looks dark now. I'm going to shut FreeSync off because there's another option I want to play with. Oh, it still looks dark. Oh, the brightness dropped to 30%. Did the whole thing reset when I dropped it to 30%? Hold on, minimize this. Well, I still have the details in the clouds. Other settings, FreeSync off. HDR is not available. I kind of want HDR. And then you have your input source selector, HDMI or Type-C, and boom, bada boom, boom, bada boom. Let's fold this up. Okay, to fold this, you need to break that magnetic connection. Then you have these two that cover the screen, and then the rest of this wraps around. So that's like the ultimate protector. And you can see there's a little green LED there, and 3.5mm out, which I'm sure will work. And if you want to put on an extra screen protector, you can. If you're gonna leave it just in this sort of like binder situation, I wouldn't even bother. Get the maximum amount. And it's got little rubber feet here, and there's your slots for your speakers. I'm gonna air quote speakers. That does fall off though. This is heavy. This is all your magnets folding up into this. And you do take it out of there. If you were gonna use this like freestanding, or I wish it was a touch. It's not a touch. Touch would be amazing. I would easily pay $300 for a touch one of these, which this is not. This is much cheaper, I believe. Yeah, when the music's over, turn out the lights. Turn out the lights. At least it's stereo. All right, well, I want to thank them for sending this out. I'm going to play around with the settings some more. And now I know that if I ever needed to, I have one of these just pull out and use. It's so light. What a good... And you know what? As odd as it is, that like crop out area is a good place to hold your fingers and like actually grab onto it. So I can hold it like a tablet. Just start scrolling through things. Anyway, thank you to the company that sent me the AUZAI. I'm going to treat it well or sell it in yard sale. One of those two things. But it looks good. I love these, like, they're just laptop screens. If someone's like, hey, you want just a 1080p laptop screen? I got the thing for you. Bok, what do you think? She's indifferent. She's just indifferent.